Back at it again here today. Afternoon now. Taking apart the front end. Already took off the tension bolts for the torsion bars. Those came off right away. And we're actually going to unbolt all this stuff, because even those are coming off without a fight. So it's a super clean 4Runner, which is really nice. So slowly taking that apart. I'll be back when the whole front end is halfway apart. All right, a few minutes later, so everything just unbolted, surprisingly. Sway bars dropped, brake line's cut, steering's undone, shock is still on. Diff is unbolted from the frame on both rear sides. Same story over here, everything's unbolted. What we're gonna do now is leave the shocks attached, and come over the Sawzall and cut the mounts that hold this whole lower subframe on, and hang it off the shocks, lower the lift down, and then take the shock bolt out, and then lift the truck back up. So, let's get the cutting. So stop the time lapse, I'll show you this. It's all hanging loose. Drop it down, loosen the shocks, lift it up. One little piece of metal. Be right back. All right. So, obviously, a 4Runner that's got no frame anymore. So now, I'm gonna clean all this oil and stuff up. It's got a little leak up there. But it's no Toyota, it's supposed to leak. So now I'll come in with a plasma cutter and cut all the little brackets off as close as I can to the frame. That way, nothing's gonna hold us back. The box will get moved forward and stood upright. That'll be probably next video. But yeah. All right, well, let's end this video off. Show you what we got. So the frame's fully cleaned up now. Well, let me take that back. The majority of the frame that we're gonna cut off is cut off. Actually, I think all of the frame we're gonna cut off is cut off. Just with the plasma right now. Close as I can get. You don't wanna get too close because the plasma will nick into the frame. It doesn't care what metal you're cutting, it will cut it. We're gonna plate this so little accidents are okay, but we try not to. We got all those cut off, the idler arm bracket cut off, steering stop cut off, all this stuff over here cut off as good as we're gonna get it. I did leave the diff mount over there and the diff mount right there because I can use those once the axle's set in place to make a oil pan skid and then come off it, make kind of like a transmission skid as well. So we left those. We will fill and box those in with some plates after I clean them up a little better. And then kind of the same story of up here. Let me drop it down and show you that. Left the top bolt for the idler arm because why not? Who cares? More things to cut off, plus maybe we can mount something there later on. But the engine mount is also that upper control arm mount. So what I do is I cut half of it off. As you can see, I will make that line a lot straighter with a grinder, but then I put a plate, it's very hot still. I'll put a plate coming from the frame up and box that fully in. All this will get cut off the rest of the way. So that'll get fully boxed in, so the engine mount's supported really well. And then you could come down, cut this off and worry about cleaning that up, but it's honestly more trouble than it's worth. So again, I make a little plate that's like 1.5 inches tall, slide it in there, weld it up real good, box it fully in. Kind of gives you a place to maybe put like a coiler mount or something later on. We'll see. But all this is going to get cleaned up. Same thing as the other side. We will use the air hammer, everyone's favorite, quietest tool ever, and we will air hammer. No, that's an impact. We will use the air hammer to clean these up best we can, and then come back with a grinder and we'll grind this whole frame off to get it ready for the outside plate. So both sides are done. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. One more step closer. Oh, and if anybody wants a full front end off an IFS 4Runner or first gen pickup truck, they weren't Tacomas back then, Toyota pickup truck, reach out to me. I'm gonna say a case of Cheerwine, 2 cases of Cheerwine, or $20. You can have hub to diff, drive shaft, brakes. You can have it all. Just shoot us a message on Instagram, Apex Overland, if you want it. When it's gone, it's gone. So again, 2 cases of Cheerwine or $20. See you guys later. Bye.